Most women over 60 avoid wide pants because they fear looking bulky. But here's the secret. Styled right, they actually make you look taller, sleeker, and more radiant. This statement alone is enough to spark curiosity. But let's take it further. Imagine standing in front of your mirror, holding a pair of wide-legged trousers you bought on impulse but never dared to wear. You hesitate because you've heard the myths. They'll swallow your frame, they'll make you look bigger, they're for younger women. Now picture this. When chosen carefully, those same pants can transform you. They create a vertical line that elongates your silhouette. They move with grace instead of clinging uncomfortably. And they whisper sophistication without trying too hard. At 60 and beyond, your body has changed, but so has your confidence. The beauty of wide pants is that they allow you to express both. Unlike tight jeans or stiff slacks, wide pants tell the world, I value comfort, but I haven't given up on elegance. And that's the real revelation. Style at this stage isn't about squeezing into what no longer fits. It's about celebrating what enhances your life now. Think about the feeling of slipping into fabric that doesn't restrict you, but instead flows with every step you take. It's not just clothing, it's freedom, it's dignity, and it's confidence woven into every thread. So, the question is no longer should you wear wide pants after 60. The real question is, how could you not? Meet Marisella. Marisella is 67, a retired music teacher from Arizona, with silver hair that glows in the desert sun and a laugh that once filled classrooms with warmth. Yet, despite her vibrant spirit, she often felt invisible when she looked in the mirror. For years she stuck to stiff, straight-legged jeans, convinced they were safe and age-appropriate. But every time she wore them, she felt restricted, almost as though her clothes were muting her personality. I look practical, she once confessed to a friend, but I don't look like me. That gap between how she felt inside and what she projected outside left her yearning for change. The turning point came during a visit to a local boutique. She noticed a mannequin dressed in flowing wide-leg trousers paired with a simple blouse. At first she dismissed them. Too daring, too young, too risky. But curiosity tugged at her. She tried them on, expecting to laugh at herself. Instead she gasped. The wide pants didn't drown her figure. They highlighted her posture, gave her movement a rhythm, and most of all, they reflected her personality. Graceful yet bold, practical yet free. For the first time in years, she felt like her reflection finally matched her inner self. Here's what makes Marisella's story so relatable. Wide pants didn't just change her outfit, they changed her outlook. She realized she didn't need to dress small to blend in. She could embrace pieces that spoke to her evolving life. Wide pants became more than fabric. They became her declaration that style is ageless. And this is where seniors watching can connect. Many women at 60 plus still hold back from trying something new because they fear it won't fit their age. But Marisella's discovery shows the opposite. Sometimes the bold choice is the one that makes you feel most like yourself. Now she pairs her trousers with light cardigans for her book club, flowing tunics when she plays piano at church, and cropped jackets for dinners with her grown daughters. Each outfit tells a story, not of a woman fading into the background, but of someone stepping forward, confident and radiant. And perhaps the most inspiring part, people noticed, not just her clothes but her. Compliments returned, conversations sparked, and she no longer felt invisible. Instead she felt celebrated. Marisella's journey is a gentle reminder. At 67, you're not rewriting your style, you're amplifying it. Wide pants were simply the key that unlocked her confidence again. Style 1. Proportions that empower. Wide pants shine when paired with fitted tops or cropped jackets, and here's why this works so powerfully. It's all about creating harmony. Wide pants add volume at the bottom, so when you balance them with something more structured on top, your silhouette looks intentional, polished, and elegant. Think of it as a conversation between the two halves of your outfit. Neither piece is shouting over the other, but together they create balance and beauty. For women over 60, this is especially empowering because our bodies naturally shift over time. Maybe your waist isn't as defined as it once was, or your shoulders aren't as straight as they used to be. That's not a flaw, it's a natural evolution. And the right proportions can actually highlight your strengths instead of hiding them. For example, a fitted knit top tucked gently into wide trousers can bring out the waist without feeling tight. A cropped blazer can draw the eye upward, lifting your whole look and making you appear taller. These aren't tricks to disguise your age. They're tools to frame your grace. Marisella, our retired music teacher, discovered this firsthand. She once wore wide pants with long, oversized tops, hoping to cover up, but all it did was make her feel swallowed. The day she paired those same trousers with a short, tailored jacket, something shifted. She stood taller. She noticed her reflection didn't feel heavy. It felt alive. That small adjustment gave her the confidence to experiment further, and soon she had a formula she trusted for almost any occasion. And this is the deeper point. Balance is about freedom, not restriction. You're not dressing to erase yourself. You're dressing to reveal the best of yourself. Wide pants give room for comfort, while fitted tops or cropped layers add definition. Together they say, I am both comfortable and confident. I honor my body as it is today. That's a message many seniors long to embrace, and it resonates because it feels authentic. Here's something to try. Next time you're choosing an outfit, stand in front of your mirror and experiment. Put on a pair of wide pants with your usual long cardigan, then swap it for a shorter jacket or a fitted blouse. Notice how the energy changes instantly. One look feels safe but heavy, the other feels lifted and vibrant. That's the magic of proportions. It's not about adding more, it's about adjusting wisely. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried this balance? Maybe you've discovered a favorite pairing that makes you feel unstoppable. Or maybe you've avoided fitted tops because you thought they'd be uncomfortable. Share your story in the comments. Your experience might inspire another woman to rediscover her own style confidence. Because in the end, wide pants aren't just clothing, they're an opportunity. An opportunity to prove that fashion after 60 isn't about shrinking into the background. It's about standing tall, balancing comfort with elegance, and showing the world that your proportions, just like your life, are beautifully, uniquely your own. Style 2. Fabrics with feeling. When it comes to wide pants, the fabric isn't just a detail. It's the heart of the look. The way a fabric moves, the way it feels against your skin, and the way it drapes over your frame can completely change how you experience an outfit. At 60 and beyond, comfort and elegance no longer need to be opposites. In fact, comfort is elegance. The most stylish women know that when clothing flows with ease, it sends a message. You're at peace with yourself, you're confident, and you don't need to sacrifice softness for style. Take linen blends, for instance. In the Arizona heat, Marisella found them to be her saving grace. Linen wide pants don't cling or restrict. They breathe, they move with you, and they carry an effortless sophistication. And unlike heavy denim, which often stiffens with every wash, linen gets softer over time, almost as though it's growing with you. There's something poetic in that, a fabric that evolves gracefully, much like you do. Then there's ponte knit. If linen whispers lightness, ponte knit sings of structure. It's soft yet firm, stretchy yet supportive, and it holds its shape beautifully. For women who want comfort without losing that crisp, tailored look, ponte wide pants are a revelation. Marisella often reaches for them on cooler days, pairing them with a sleek blouse for dinners with her daughters. She told me it feels like wearing yoga pants disguised as high fashion. And isn't that what we all want? Lightweight wool is another fabric that brings depth and versatility. Unlike the heavy wools of the past, today's lightweight wool blends are soft, fluid, and seasonless. They skim the body without weighing it down, making them perfect for both fall evenings and spring mornings. When Marisella attends her book club, she loves wool trousers because they hold their elegance even after hours of sitting, moving, and chatting. They don't wrinkle easily, and they always look intentional. But here's where the emotion comes in. Fabrics aren't only about aesthetics, they're about how they make you feel in your day-to-day life. Clothing that breathes lets you walk into a room relaxed instead of fidgeting. A fabric that flows makes you glide rather than shuffle. And when your clothes support you instead of fighting you, your energy changes. You carry yourself differently. That's why I say, comfort is elegance. Your wardrobe should echo the grace you already live with. Here's an exercise for you. The next time you shop, close your eyes and run your hands over the fabrics. Don't just look at the colors or styles. Feel the textures. Ask yourself, does this feel gentle against my skin? Does it have movement? Will it support me in the rhythm of my life? Because when you choose fabrics with feeling, you're not just dressing your body, you're dressing your spirit. So I'll leave you with a question. Which fabrics make you feel most like yourself? Is it the airy lightness of linen, the supportive hug of ponte knit, or the timeless drape of wool? Share your answer in the comments. You never know, your insight might be the exact inspiration another woman needs. Because at this stage of life, elegance isn't about impressing others. It's about choosing fabrics that let you move, breathe, and glow exactly as you are. Style 3. Color and mood. Color is more than decoration. It's communication. Every shade you choose tells a story before you even speak. With wide pants, the impact of color becomes even greater because the fabric covers so much visual space. This means the tones you select don't just set the mood for your outfit. They set the mood for how you feel and how the world sees you. Neutrals, for instance, carry a kind of timeless whisper. Beige, ivory, taupe, and soft grays exude quiet elegance. They give wide pants an air of sophistication that says, I'm grounded, I'm composed, and I know who I am. For seniors, neutrals are often a safe go-to, but don't mistake safe for boring. Picture Marisella in a pair of sand-colored wide trousers paired with a crisp white blouse and pearl earrings. She radiates effortlessness, almost like a desert breeze. The beauty of neutrals is how versatile they are. They become the canvas that allows accessories, shoes, or even a bold lipstick to shine without competing. Now let's talk jewel tones. Emerald, sapphire, ruby, and amethyst. These colors awaken vibrancy. They don't just sit quietly on the body. They command attention in a regal yet approachable way. The moment you step out in emerald green trousers, for example, you're not just wearing fabric. You're stepping into confidence. Jewel tones echo vitality, reminding everyone around you and yourself that style is not about fading away with age, but about blooming into your boldness. Marisella remembers the first time she wore sapphire blue wide pants to a dinner gathering. At first, she worried they might be too much. But the moment she walked in, friends gasped, in admiration, not shock. Compliments flowed, and for the first time in years, she felt like her clothing mirrored her inner spark. It wasn't about looking younger, she explained. It was about looking alive. And that's the key. Jewel tones awaken the energy within you and project it outward. There's also a psychological layer here. Studies show that colors affect mood, both yours and the people around you. Neutrals often create calmness and reliability, while jewel tones can lift spirits, spark conversations, and ignite confidence. This means your pants can actually influence how you feel during the day. Think about it. If you're heading to a relaxed coffee date, soft beige wide trousers may ground you in serenity. If you're preparing for an important event, ruby or emerald wide pants can give you the confidence to walk into the room with presence. Here's something to try. Stand in front of your wardrobe and pull out your wide pants in different colors. Wear neutrals one day and jewel tones the next. And pay attention to how you feel. Do you move differently? Do people respond differently? Style isn't only about what looks good. It's about how it makes you live in your skin. So let me ask you, when you step out in emerald green or sapphire blue, do you feel the shift? Do you notice how color becomes confidence? Share your favorite shades in the comments. Your story might inspire another woman to step into her vibrancy. Because after 60, you're not dressing to disappear. You're dressing to declare that your life, like your wardrobe, is still rich with color and mood. Style 4. Accessories that anchor. Accessories are the finishing touch that take wide pants from just an outfit to to a complete, intentional style statement. They don't simply decorate, they anchor. They ground the flow of wide pants, create harmony, and most importantly, allow your personality to shine through. At 60 and beyond, accessories are no longer about following trends. They're about telling the world who you are without saying a word. Let's start with belts. Wide pants have volume, and a belt can be the bridge between comfort and definition. A slim leather belt in caramel or black can carve out the waist gently, giving your silhouette shape without feeling restrictive. On the other hand, a bold statement buckle can add personality and even serve as a conversation starter. Marisella loves using belts because they remind her that structure and freedom can coexist. She often jokes that her belts are little hugs that give shape without suffocation. And truly, for many women, a belt isn't just practical, it's empowering. Scarves are another accessory that brings softness and movement. A lightweight silk scarf draped at the neckline can draw attention upward, balancing the volume of wide pants. A patterned scarf tied loosely at the waist can act as a playful alternative to a belt, showing creativity. Scarves carry history and warmth. Sometimes they're gifts, sometimes they're heirlooms, and when worn, they infuse meaning into your style. For seniors, scarves also add versatility. They can warm the shoulders in air-conditioned spaces, cover the neck gracefully, or simply add a splash of color that brightens the face. Shoes may seem like an afterthought, but with wide pants, they become crucial. The right shoes can lengthen your legs and determine whether your look feels polished or unfinished. Pointed flats can extend the line of the leg without sacrificing comfort. Block heels can provide height with stability, and even sleek sneakers can create a chic, modern vibe. When Marisella switched from clunky shoes to streamlined loafers with her wide pants, she noticed instantly how her outfit felt lifted. The shoes carried the flow of her pants forward, making her strides feel confident rather than heavy. Here's the beauty of accessories. They let you take one pair of wide pants and reinvent them endlessly. Neutral trousers with a colorful scarf and bold earrings say, artistic and playful. The same trousers with a leather belt and sleek loafers say, refined and classic. Accessories are your creative playground, and at this stage in life, they're also your signature. But here's where it gets exciting, because there's one overlooked accessory that changes the whole look, and most women forget it. Stay with me because it's not what you'd expect. This accessory doesn't sit on your waist or your shoulders. It sits right where people focus most, your face. And when paired with wide pants, it transforms not just your outfit but the way people see you. So before we reveal it, think about this. Are you anchoring your style with accessories that reflect who you are today? Or are you playing it too safe, letting your wide pants do all the work? Share in the comments. What's your favorite accessory to bring your outfits alive? Your answer might inspire someone else to add that perfect finishing touch. Because wide pants may set the stage, but accessories are the punctuation that give your look meaning. Style 5. The overlooked secret. Wear. For years, glasses have been seen as purely functional, something you wear because you have to, not because you want to. But in reality, they are one of the most powerful style tools available, especially when paired with wide pants. Think about it. Your trousers command attention with their flow and volume, but where do people's eyes naturally return? To your face. And that's exactly where modern eyewear becomes your overlooked secret. Glasses aren't just about correcting vision, they're about shaping perception. The right pair of frames can balance the proportions of your outfit, draw attention upward, and make your whole look feel complete. Wide pants naturally add movement and drama to the lower half of your body, so anchoring that with stylish frames creates harmony from head to toe. It's like giving your style a headline. The glasses say, "Here I am," while the wide pants whisper, "And this is how I move through the world." Marisella's story brings this to life beautifully. For years, she wore the same outdated metal frames she'd chosen decades ago. They did their job, but they didn't reflect her spirit. One afternoon, her daughter convinced her to try on a pair of bold, oversized tortoiseshell glasses. At first she resisted. "Too much," she said, shaking her head. But when she saw herself in the mirror, something clicked. Suddenly, her wide trousers and soft blouse looked intentional, modern, and powerful, because her glasses framed her face with presence. She laughed. I don't just see better, I am seen better. This is the emotional truth. Glasses aren't about hiding age. They're about spotlighting your wisdom. At 60 and beyond, every line on your face tells a story. Every expression carries weight. The right eyewear doesn't erase those things. It celebrates them. A pair of bold frames can echo your confidence, while softer, rounded styles can radiate approachability. Just like fabrics or colors, eyewear is mood-setting. And don't underestimate the modern choices available. Today's frames come in lightweight materials, playful colors, and flattering shapes for every face. Cat eye frames add a hint of sass, round frames whisper creativity, and rectangular frames command authority. Eyewear is no longer something to settle for. It's something to explore, to enjoy, to wear proudly as part of your signature style. Here's a practical tip. When trying on frames, don't just check if you can see clearly. Step back and look at your whole outfit. Notice how the glasses interact with your clothing. Do they echo the elegance of your wide pants, or do they compete? Do they lift your expression or make you feel weighed down? Eyewear should feel like an exclamation point, not a period. So, the next time you slip on your wide trousers, don't stop there. Ask yourself, what message are my glasses sending? Because the overlooked secret is this. Your eyewear can transform not only how you see the world, but how the world sees you. Now, I'd love to know. Have you ever found a pair of glasses that made you feel instantly more confident? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might inspire another woman to see her style, and herself, in a whole new light. After all, fashion isn't about fading away. It's about bringing focus to the brilliance that's already there. Marisella's journey with wide pants wasn't just about trying a new trend. It was about rediscovering herself. When she finally paired her flowing trousers with a fitted blouse, cinched them at the waist with a bold belt, and framed her face with chic modern glasses, something remarkable happened. She no longer saw a woman trying to fit in. She saw a woman standing tall, radiating confidence, and celebrating every chapter of her 67 years. It's important to understand why this transformation feels so powerful. For many women over 60, clothing has often been about practicality or blending into the background. After raising families, building careers, or dedicating years to others, personal style sometimes takes a back seat. But when Marisella looked at her reflection, she saw a shift. Her clothes weren't just covering her body, they were amplifying her presence. Wide pants became more than fabric. They became a symbol of freedom and a canvas for her personality. At her next book club gathering, she walked in wearing her new look. The flowing trousers swayed as she moved, the belt added definition, and her eyewear highlighted her smile. Friends noticed immediately. "You look incredible. What's your secret?" She laughed, not because she had discovered a magic formula, but because she had embraced what had been there all along. Her courage to wear what felt amazing. Compliments weren't just about the outfit. They were about the energy she carried. For the first time in years, she wasn't invisible. She was radiant. And this is where the emotional connection lies. Style after 60 isn't about chasing trends meant for younger generations. It's about choosing pieces that feel authentic to who you are today. Marisella's transformation reminds us that elegance isn't locked away in youth. In fact, it often deepens with age, because confidence becomes the most beautiful accessory of all. When she slipped into her wide pants and felt them move gracefully around her, she realized style doesn't fade after 60. It expands, just like your courage to step into something new. So here's the takeaway. Transformation doesn't require a complete wardrobe overhaul. It begins with one brave choice, like swapping stiff, outdated jeans for a pair of wide trousers that breathe, flow, and flatter. From there, each small styling decision builds momentum, until the woman in the mirror reflects the vibrant spirit you've always carried inside. If Marisella's journey resonated with you, let it be your reminder that it's never too late to rediscover your spark. Maybe your wide pants are waiting in the back of your closet, or maybe you've yet to find the pair that feels just right. Wherever you are, know this. The best fashion moments aren't behind you. They're still ahead, waiting for your courage to claim them. If this inspired you, tap like, share this with a friend who deserves to shine, and subscribe to Ageless Style for women over 60. Because your story, your style, and your confidence are still unfolding, and the world deserves to see them.